Well, good day, everybody. It's Dr. A back in the garden, and I can hardly wait to share some stories from the garden. Because a garden is not just a bunch of plants. A garden is history, it's what you're doing today, it's beauty. But I tell you what, there are so many cool stories from the garden. Today in particular is going to be a fun day. The plant I'm going to talk about is the chaste tree, Chaste, and it's otherwise known as Vitex. It is a small tree, and we'll talk a little bit about it at the end about how to grow it, because it really is a lovely plant. But as you might guess, there's many interesting stories associated with the name. When my, again, crack team of researchers were going through trying to figure out where all these names came from, as far back as the 2nd century, Roman writers such as Pliny the Elder and Dioscorides suggested that Vitex could be used to curb sexual desire. Who knew? Pliny reported the use of stems and leaves of this plant as bedding for women to cool the heat of lust. As such, chaste tree became known as an anaphrodisiac, that is, an anti-aphrodisiac. Who knew chastity grew on trees? But another common, this is getting rough for these people. Another common name is monk's pepper, which arose in medieval times when the peppercorn-like fruit of the tree was recommended to monks. Yes, you got it, to blunt their libido, thus helping them maintain their vows of chastity. The chaste-enhancing properties of Vitex have essentially been debunked, but extracts are available over the counter, usually under the name of chaste tree berry, to ease the symptoms of many things, including premenstrual syndrome. Who knew that a tree like that would have such properties? And thank goodness they have been debunked. The plant itself is a small tree, often used as ornamental flowering street specimen. When I say small, it's 10, 15 feet. But the lilac purple flowers open in late spring to early summer, and they are excellent, particularly for hot climates. And they are seen in the southeast and southwest, but you don't see them too much in the north, perhaps because it is hardy really to about USDA Zone 6. Although, try it, it may survive, but it will suffer significant dieback. And that in itself is not a big problem because the flowers bloom on the new branches that emerge. So flowering may still occur, but as a tree, if it keeps dying back, kind of defeating the purpose. But after flowering, those small black berries appear, and the tree is also known as chasteberry. Enjoy it. It is a lovely landscape tree. We have a whole lot of them in our neighborhood. Forget the common name if you like. It's just called Vitex. It's a great plant. And oh my, aren't you going to enjoy telling these stories to your audience over a glass of wine? It's Dr. A back in the garden, and I'll see you for another story from the garden in the very near future. I hope you have enjoyed today's story as much as I've enjoyed sharing it with you. Thank you for listening. For more information and more stories, go to my website, www.alanarmitage.net. If you go to the bookstore, you will see one of my most popular books, Naked Ladies and Forget-Me-Nots, How Plants Get Their Common Names. And another wonderfully popular book is Legends in the Garden. Who in the world is Nellie Stevens? These and other books on the website I think you will enjoy, and I hope you have a chance to take a look at them. Once again, thank you for listening, and I look forward to sharing another story with you next week.